Hindi words and their synonyms. हिंदी शब्द और उनके समानार्थी शब्द.
प्रशंसा praise, commendation, applause, adulation.
समृद्धि prosperity, affluence, flourishing, wealth. विश्वास trust, faith, belief, confidence. Satya truth, verity, reality, authenticity. Dhairya patience, endurance, fortitude, perseverance. Prayas effort, endeavor, attempt, exertion. Nirnay decision, resolution, verdict, judgment. Gyan knowledge, understanding, awareness, cognition. Sahas courage, bravery, valor, guts. Daya compassion, mercy, pity, clemency.
Drir firm, steadfast, resolute, adamant.
Shant calm, tranquil, serene, placid. Garib poor, impoverished, indigent, destitute. Badlav change, transformation, alteration, shift. Sahayata help, assistance, aid, support. Yatra journey, travel, trip, expedition. Bhojan food, meal, cuisine, sustenance. Pani water, H2O, aqua, liquid. Hawa air, atmosphere, breeze, gust. Dharti earth, ground, land, soil. Suraj sun, sol, star, Helios. Chand moon, luna, satellite, orb. Sitara star, celestial body, luminary, asterisk. Samay time, period, era, duration. Sthan place, location, spot, venue. Sankhya number, figure, quantity, digit. Karan reason, cause, motive, justification. Parinam result, outcome, consequence, effect. Shuruat beginning, start, commencement, genesis. Ant end, conclusion, termination, finale. Bada big, large, huge, massive. Chota small, little, tiny, miniature. Naya new, fresh, recent, novel. Purana old, ancient, aged, vintage. Acha good, fine, excellent, superb. Bura bad, evil, naughty, wicked. Sundar beautiful, pretty, lovely, gorgeous. Badsurat ugly, unattractive, hideous, grotesque. Tez fast, quick, rapid, swift. Dhima slow, gradual, leisurely, tardy. Asan easy, simple, effortless, uncomplicated. Kathin difficult, hard, tough, challenging. Khali empty, vacant, hollow, deserted. Bhara full, filled, complete, packed. Garam hot, warm, sizzling, blazing. Thanda cold, chilly, freezing, icy. Lamba long, tall, extended, elongated. Chota, ऊंचाई, short, diminutive, stumpy, low. Bhari heavy, weighty, bulky, cumbersome.
Halka light, weightless, airy, feather-light.
Upar up, above, upstairs, overhead. नीचे down, below, under, beneath. Under inside, within, inward, indoors. Bahar outside, external, outward, outdoors. Pass near, close, adjacent, proximity. Dur far, distant, remote, apart. Jaldi early, soon, promptly, hastily. Der late, delayed, tardy, belated. Sahi right, correct, accurate, true. Galat wrong, incorrect, false, mistake. Amir rich, wealthy, affluent, prosperous. Swast healthy, well, fit, robust. Bimar sick, ill, unwell, ailing. Jeevit alive, living, animate, breathing. Mrit dead, deceased, lifeless, expired. Such true, real, genuine, factual.
Jhut false, lie, untruth, fabrication.
Prashn question, query, inquiry, interrogation. Uttar answer, reply, response, solution. Dost friend, companion, ally, pal. Dushman enemy, foe, adversary, opponent. Prem karna to love, to adore, to cherish, to dote. Nafrat karna to hate, to detest, to abhor, to loathe. Dena to give, to provide, to bestow, to grant. Lena to take, to receive, to acquire, to seize. Ana to come, to arrive, to approach, to appear. Jana to go, to leave, to depart, to exit. Dekhna to see, to look, to watch, to observe. Sunna to hear, to listen, to heed, to apprehend. Bolna to speak, to talk, to say, to utter. Khana to eat, to consume, to dine, to ingest. Pina to drink, to imbibe, to seep, to quaff. Sona to sleep, to slumber, to doze, to rest. Jagna to wake, to awaken, to arise, to stir. Baithna to sit, to perch, to be seated, to settle. Khara hona to stand, to rise, to remain upright, to erect.
Chalna to walk, to stroll, to trek, to stride.
Dorna to run, to sprint, to jog, to dash. Kudna to jump, to leap, to bound, to skip. Seekhna to learn, to acquire, to master, to grasp.
Sikhana to teach, to instruct, to educate, to train.
Parna to read, to peruse, to study, to decipher.
Likhna to write, to compose, to scribble, to pen.
Calm work, job, task, occupation. Khelna to play, to amuse, to sport, to frolic. Jeetna to win, to triumph, to conquer, to prevail. Harna to lose, to fail, to forfeit, to be defeated. Shuru karna to begin, to start, to initiate, to commence.
Khatm karna to finish, to end, to conclude, to complete.
Kholna to open, to unlock, to uncover, to unveil. Uddeshya purpose, aim, goal, objective. Jimmedari responsibility, duty, obligation, accountability. Samaj society, community, public, association. Sanskriti culture, heritage, tradition, customs. Arthvyavastha economy, financial system, fiscal system, market. Rajniti politics, governance, statecraft, policy. Sarkar government, administration, regime, authority. Nyaya justice, fairness, equity, impartiality. Kanun law, statute, regulation, decree. Adhikar right, privilege, entitlement, prerogative. Swatantrata freedom, liberty, independence, autonomy. Shanti peace, tranquility, serenity, calmness. Yuddha war, conflict, combat, battle. Sangharsh struggle, conflict, strife, contest. Vikas development, growth, progress, evolution. Pradushan pollution, contamination, defilement, impurity. Paryavaran environment, surroundings, habitat, ecosystem. Virasat heritage, legacy, inheritance, tradition. Shikshak teacher, educator, instructor, mentor. Chhatra student, pupil, learner, disciple. Aspatal hospital, clinic, infirmary, medical center. Chikitsak doctor, physician, healer, medic. Bimari illness, disease, sickness, ailment. Swasthya health, wellness, soundness, vigor.
Bhavishya future, tomorrow, prospect, destiny.
Atit past, history, bygone days, yesteryear. Vartaman present, now, current moment, today. Khatra danger, threat, peril, hazard. Suraksha security, safety, protection, safeguard. Ummeed hope, expectation, anticipation, aspiration.
Nirasha despair, hopelessness, dejection, discouragement.
Bhai fear, terror, dread, apprehension. Anand joy, delight, pleasure, bliss. Dukh sorrow, grief, woe, sadness. Krodh anger, rage, fury, wrath. Hasi laughter, mirth, glee, merriment. Rona crying, weeping, sobbing, lamentation. Chunauti challenge, test, obstacle, hurdle. Avsar opportunity, chance, prospect, occasion. Safalta success, achievement, triumph, victory. Asafalta failure, defeat, setback, fiasco. Kshama forgiveness, pardon, absolution, clemency. Badla revenge, vengeance, retaliation, reprisal. Prakriti nature, environment, wilderness, outdoors. Sheher city, town, metropolis, urban area. Gaon village, hamlet, rural area, settlement. Abadi population, inhabitants, residents, dwellers. Jansankhya population, demographics, inhabitants, census. Nadi river, stream, watercourse, tributary. Pahar mountain, hill, peak, summit. Jungle forest, jungle, woods, wilderness. Samudra sea, ocean, marine, deep. Registan desert, wasteland, arid land, wilderness. Jalvayu climate, weather, atmospheric conditions, temperament. Mausam weather, season, climate, conditions. Pradyogiki technology, innovation, mechanics, engineering. Vigyan science, knowledge, study, research. Kala art, skill, craft, talent. Sahitya literature, writings, books, letters. Itihas history, past, chronicle, annals. Bhugol geography, topography, landscape, cartography. Dharm religion, faith, belief, creed. Darshan philosophy, ideology, worldview, outlook. Vyakti person, individual, human, being. Manav human, mankind, humanity, people. Samuh group, cluster, collection, ensemble. Dal team, party, faction, squad. Neta leader, chief, head, commander. Anuyai follower, adherent, supporter, disciple. Shatru enemy, foe, adversary, opponent. Mitra friend, companion, ally, pal. Parivar family, kin, relatives, household.
Rishta relationship, connection, bond, link.
Vivah marriage, wedding, nuptials, matrimony. Mrityu death, demise, passing, decease. Janm birth, nativity, origin, genesis. Jivan life, existence, being, vitality. Atma soul, spirit, psyche, essence. Sharir body, physique, figure, frame. Man mind, intellect, brain, psyche. Bhavnatmak emotional, sentimental, affective, heartfelt. Tarkic logical, rational, coherent, sensible. Kalpna imagination, fantasy, vision, daydream. Vastavikta reality, truth, actuality, fact. Swapn dream, vision, reverie, fantasy. Andhera darkness, gloom, shadow, murk. Prakash light, radiance, illumination, glow. Rang color, hue, tint, shade. Akar shape, form, figure, outline. Dhwani sound, noise, audio, tone. Gandh smell, odor, scent, aroma. Swad taste, flavor, savor, zest. Sparsh touch, feel, contact, sensation. Urja energy, vigor, power, force. Bal strength, might, power, force. Kamzori weakness, frailty, infirmity, deficiency. Gati speed, velocity, pace, momentum. Duri distance, length, span, interval. Bhar weight, load, burden, mass. Kshetra area, region, zone, territory. Adrishya invisible, unseen, hidden, concealed. Drishya visible, apparent, perceptible, obvious. Avishwasniya unbelievable, incredible, implausible, unthinkable. Advitiya unique, unparalleled, matchless, peerless. Asamanya unusual, abnormal, strange, odd. Akarshak attractive, charming, appealing, alluring. Adhunik, modern, contemporary, new, current. Alsi, lazy, indolent, slothful, lethargic. Imandar, honest, sincere, upright, truthful. Udar, generous, benevolent, liberal, bountiful. Upyogi, useful, beneficial, practical, handy. Kathor, harsh, strict, rigorous, severe. Kathin, difficult, arduous, tough, challenging. Kamjor, weak, frail, feeble, and firm. Khali, empty, vacant, unoccupied, devoid. Khush, happy, glad, joyful, cheerful. Garam, hot, warm, sizzling, fiery. Gehra, deep, profound, abyssal, intense. Ghamandi, arrogant, haughty, conceited, vain. Chatur, clever, smart, shrewd, cunning. Shant, peaceful, tranquil, serene, calm. Chora, wide, broad, expansive, extensive. Chota, small, little, tiny, miniature. Jatil, complex, intricate, complicated, elaborate. Jaldi, quick, fast, rapid, swift. Jagruk, aware, conscious, mindful, cognizant. Jyada, more, excessive, abundant, surplus. Taza, fresh, new, crisp, recent. Tej, sharp, keen, acute, intelligent. Thaka hua, tired, exhausted, weary, fatigued. Dayalu, kind, compassionate, merciful, benevolent. Dukhi, sad, unhappy, sorrowful, distressed. Dusht, evil, wicked, malicious, nefarious. Dur, far, distant, remote. Naya, new, novel, recent, fresh. Nirash, disappointed, dejected, downcast, crestfallen. Nicha, low, inferior, base, humble. Pakka, firm, solid, stable, reliable. Pahla, first, initial, primary, foremost. Pichla, last, previous, prior, former. Pura, full, complete, entire, whole. Purana, old, ancient, aged, veteran. Penna, sharp, pointed, keen, acute. Pyara, lovely, dear, adorable, charming. Prasidh, famous, renowned, celebrated, noted. Badbudar, smelly, foul, putrid, malodorous. Badsurat, ugly, unattractive, hideous, grotesque. Bada, large, big, great, grand. Bhari, heavy, weighty, burdensome, onerous. Bhavishyavani, prophetic, predictive, foreshadowing, augural. Bhayanak, terrible, horrible, dreadful, frightful. Bhola, innocent, naive, gullible, simple. Mahan, great, grand, noble, illustrious. Mahatvapurn, important, significant, crucial, pivotal. Mota, fat, stout, plump, corpulent. Meetha, sweet, sugary, luscious, honeyed. Mukhya, main, primary, chief, principal. Mushkil, difficult, hard, tricky, formidable. Murkh, foolish, stupid, idiotic, absurd. Maulik, original, authentic, genuine, primary. Yogya, able, capable, competent, qualified. Rangeen, colorful, vibrant, vivid, bright. Lamba, long, tall, extended, lengthy. Wafadar, loyal, faithful, devoted, staunch. Vastavik, real, actual, genuine, authentic. Vibhin, various, diverse, different, varied. Vishal, huge, enormous, immense, gigantic. Vishesh, special, specific, particular, unique. Shant, quiet, silent, mute, still. Shuddha, pure, clean, unadulterated, pristine. Sachcha, true, sincere, honest, genuine. Sakriya, active, energetic, dynamic, lively. Safal, successful, prosperous, accomplished, thriving. Saman, equal, same, similar, identical. Sankirn, narrow, restricted, confined, limited. Santoshjanak, satisfactory, adequate, acceptable, sufficient. Sahi, correct, right, accurate, precise. Sadharan, ordinary, common, simple, regular. Saaf, clean, clear, spotless, untainted. Sust, dull, sluggish, lethargic, inactive. Swachh, clean, pure, hygienic, unblemished. Swasth, healthy, fit, robust, sound. Halka, light, mild, gentle, faint. Hara, green, verdant, emerald, lush.
Garm, warm, lukewarm, tepid, mild.
Shant, serene, placid, undisturbed, peaceful. Kathin, stiff, rigid, tough, difficult. Chikna, smooth, sleek, glossy, oily. Andha, blind, sightless, visionless, unseeing. Behra, deaf, hearing impaired, unhearing, hard of hearing. Langarha, lame, crippled, limping, disabled. Gulab, rose, flower, bloom, blossom. Angur, grape, berry, fruit, cluster. Seb, apple, fruit, pomaceous, core.
Kela, banana, fruit, plantain, tropical.
Aam, mango, fruit, tropical, stone fruit. Santra, orange, citrus, fruit, tangerine. Tomato, tomato, vegetable, fruit, red. Piyaz, onion, vegetable, bulb, allium. Lahasun, garlic, clove, allium, bulb. Naitikta, morality, ethics, principles, integrity. Sachchai, truthfulness, veracity, genuineness, authenticity. Imandari, honesty, uprightness, candor, frankness. Nishtha, loyalty, fidelity, devotion, allegiance. Karuna, compassion, empathy, pity, tenderness. Paropkar, altruism, philanthropy, benevolence, charity.
Atma Niyantran, self-control, discipline, restraint, temperance.
Vinamrata, humility, modesty, demurreness, meekness.
Dhairya, patience, endurance, fortitude, perseverance.
Samajdari, prudence, wisdom, discretion, sagacity. Jimmedari, responsibility, accountability, obligation, trustworthiness. Akhandta, integrity, wholeness, unity, soundness. Samvedanshilta, sensitivity, empathy, responsiveness, awareness. Nyayapriyata justice, fairness, impartiality, equity.
Sahas courage, bravery, valor, daring.
Dayaluta kindness, gentleness, benignity, amiability. Sahanubhuti sympathy, pity, fellow feeling, compassion. Kshamta competence, ability, proficiency, aptitude.
Nishpakshata impartiality, objectivity, neutrality, even-handedness.
Sahanshilta tolerance, forbearance, resilience, endurance. Drirta steadfastness, resoluteness, firmness, tenacity. Vinay politeness, courtesy, respect, deference. Pavitrata purity, sanctity, cleanliness, chastity. Samarpan dedication, devotion, commitment, allegiance. Vinamr humble, modest, unassuming, meek.
Imandar honest, sincere, upright, candid.
Wafadar loyal, faithful, devoted, staunch. Dayalu kind, compassionate, benevolent, gracious. Dhairyavan patient, enduring, tolerant, forbearing. Zimmedar responsible, accountable, dutiful, trustworthy. Naitik ethical, moral, virtuous, principled. Sachcha true, genuine, sincere, authentic. Nyayapurn just, fair, equitable, impartial. Shant calm, serene, placid, tranquil. Udar generous, benevolent, liberal, magnanimous. Sahsi brave, courageous, fearless, bold. Samajdar prudent, wise, sensible, discerning. Atmavishwasi confident, assured, poised, self-reliant.
Prerak inspiring, motivational, stimulating, uplifting.
Sahayak helpful, supportive, cooperative, accommodating. Vinayashil polite, courteous, respectful, humble. Pavitra pure, sacred, holy, chaste. Samarpit dedicated, devoted, committed, ardent. Vishwasyogya trustworthy, reliable, dependable, credible. Niswarth selfless, altruistic, unselfish, charitable. Shisht courteous, polite, refined, well-mannered. Vinamr swabhav gentle, mild, clement, benign. Prasanchit cheerful, jovial, merry, genial. Vicharshil thoughtful, considerate, reflective, pensive. Sakaratmak positive, optimistic, constructive, favorable. Nakaratmak negative, pessimistic, detrimental, adverse. Irshalu envious, jealous, resentful, covetous. Ghamandi arrogant, haughty, conceited, vain. Nindaniya culpable, blameworthy, reprehensible, deplorable. Cruel, brutal, savage, vicious. Kapti deceitful, treacherous, cunning, sly. Avishwas distrust, suspicion, skepticism, mistrust. Agyan ignorance, unawareness, nescience, lack of knowledge. Lalach greed, avarice, cupidity, rapacity. Ahankar ego, pride, arrogance, conceit. Vidvesh malice, spite, animosity, hatred. Beimani dishonesty, deception, fraud, cheating. Udasinta apathy, indifference, unconcern, detachment. Alsya laziness, indolence, sloth, idleness. Asamvedanshilta insensitivity, callousness, indifference, apathy. Anyay injustice, unfairness, wrongdoing, oppression. Kayarta cowardice, timidity, fearfulness, pusillanimity. Krurta cruelty, brutality, savagery, atrocity. Dhokha deception, fraud, trickery, treachery. Akrosh outrage, indignation, fury, resentment. Brahm illusion, delusion, misconception, fallacy. Asuraksha insecurity, vulnerability, uncertainty, apprehension. Dvesh hatred, malice, spite, rancor. Swarth selfishness, egoism, self-interest, greed. Asayam intemperance, excess, indulgence, immoderation. Pakhand hypocrisy, deceit, pretense, duplicity. Bhedbhav discrimination, bias, prejudice, partiality. Jhoot lie, falsehood, untruth, fabrication. Apman insult, disrespect, humiliation, offense. Agyanta ignorance, unawareness, blindness, stupidity. Asthirta instability, volatility, fickleness, unpredictability. Durvyavahar misconduct, abuse, maltreatment, ill treatment. Gulami slavery, servitude, bondage, subjugation. Asahishnuta intolerance, bigotry, narrow-mindedness, prejudice. Andvishwas superstition, delusion, irrational belief, myth. Avishwas distrust, suspicion, skepticism, doubt. Nirdosh innocent, blameless, guiltless, harmless. Doshi guilty, culpable, blameworthy, delinquent. Abhiman pride, arrogance, haughtiness, vanity. Andhera darkness, obscurity, gloom, ignorance, metaphorical. Grina abhorrence, loathing, detestation, revulsion. Irshya envy, resentment, grudge, jealousy. Lalchi greedy, avaricious, covetous, rapacious. Asabhya rude, impolite, boorish, coarse. Niradhar baseless, unfounded, groundless, illogical. Asayami intemperate, immoderate, unrestrained, excessive. Agyani ignorant, unknowing, unenlightened, naive. Rurivadi conservative, traditionalist, orthodox, conventional. Pragatishil progressive, liberal, advance, reformist. Naitik sahas moral courage, integrity, fortitude, principled bravery. 100 more human character expression related vocabulary in the same way. Show thinking. Okay, here are 100 more vocabulary words focusing on human character and expression in your preferred format. Khushmijaj jovial, genial, merry, cheerful. Utsahi enthusiastic, ebullient, spirited, zealous. Bhavuk emotional, sentimental, passionate, affective. Shant swabhav composed, unflappable, serene, placid. Jiddi stubborn, obstinate, headstrong, adamant. Sankochi shy, reserved, diffident, timid. Atmavishwasi confident, assured, poised, self-reliant. Sahsi brave, daring, venturesome, intrepid. Buddhiman intelligent, astute, shrewd, sagacious. Sabhya civilized, courteous, refined, polished. Abhimani haughty, pompous, supercilious, imperious. Nirdayi ruthless, merciless, callous, uncaring. Irshyalu envious, jealous, resentful, grudging. Shankalu skeptical, doubting, dubious, distrustful. Vishwasi trusting, credulous, believing, confiding. Vakta eloquent, articulate, expressive, fluent. Milansar gregarious, sociable, amiable, affable.
Alag thalag aloof, detached, distant, reserved.
Uttejit agitated, stirred, frenzied, roused.
Chintit anxious, worried, apprehensive, uneasy.
Shantpriya peace-loving, pacific, non-violent, tranquil. Jhagadalu argumentative, querulous, contentious, belligerent. Ashavadi optimistic, sanguine, hopeful, positive. Nirashavadi pessimistic, cynical, gloomy, negative. Vinodi humorous, witty, amusing, facetious. Kalpnashil imaginative, creative, inventive, visionary. Vyavaharik practical, pragmatic, realistic, sensible. Avegi impulsive, rash, hasty, impetuous. Vicharshil thoughtful, deliberate, pensive, reflective. Nirnayak decisive, conclusive, definitive, resolute. Asthir fickle, capricious, erratic, unpredictable. Satark alert, vigilant, wary, cautious. Laparwah careless, reckless, negligent, heedless. Mehnati industrious, diligent, assiduous, laborious. Alsi lazy, indolent, slothful, lethargic. Mukhar outspoken, vocal, forthright, candid. Chupchap taciturn, reticent, quiet, reserved. Ashisht rude, impolite, discourteous, crass. Khule vicharo wala open-minded, receptive, broad-minded, tolerant. Sankiran vicharo wala narrow-minded, bigoted, intolerant, prejudiced. Anukulaniya adaptable, flexible, versatile, malleable. Kattarpanthi dogmatic, fanatical, orthodox, uncompromising. Akarshak charming, captivating, alluring, engaging. Punyavan virtuous, righteous, upstanding, moral. Papi sinful, wicked, vicious, immoral. Shisht graceful, elegant, refined, poised. Ajib peculiar, eccentric, quirky, odd. Anushasit disciplined, self-controlled, orderly, regimented. Avyavasthit disorganized, chaotic, haphazard, messy. Dhurt cunning, sly, wily, artful. Bhola naive, gullible, simple, artless. Dambhi pompous, arrogant, pretentious, boastful. Nirdosh innocent, blameless, guiltless, faultless. Kushal proficient, adept, skillful, expert. Nausikhiya novice, beginner, learner, rookie. Pratikriyashil reactive, responsive, reciprocal, sensitive. Akriyashil inert, inactive, dormant, sluggish. Rachnatmak, creative, inventive, ingenious, innovative. Vidwansak, destructive, ruinous, deleterious, pernicious. Sahayak, supportive, helpful, cooperative, benevolent. Vidrohi, rebellious, defiant, insurgent, mutinous. Samarpit, devoted, committed, dedicated, loyal. Udasin, indifferent, apathetic, unconcerned, detached. Akarshit, attracted, fascinated, captivated, enthralled. Vikarshit, repulsed, averse, disgusted, repelled. Asamvedanshil, insensitive, callous, unfeeling, hard-hearted. Anubhavi, experienced, seasoned, veteran, knowledgeable. Aparipakv, immature, naive, juvenile, childish. Sahayogi, collaborative, cooperative, team-oriented, participatory. Pratispardhi, competitive, rivalrous, ambitious, contentious. Samjhautavadi, compromising, accommodating, conciliatory, flexible. Arial, unyielding, adamant, inflexible, rigid. Bhavhin, expressionless, stoic, impassive, poker-faced. Bhavuk, expressive, demonstrative, effusive, responsive. Jigyasu, curious, inquisitive, questioning, eager. Rukha, abrupt, curt, brusque, blunt. Vinamr, gracious, benevolent, courteous, humble. Ahankari, egotistical, self-centered, vain, pompous. Paripakv, mature, seasoned, developed, grown up. Napunsak, spineless, cowardly, timid, irresolute. Savdhan, prudent, circumspect, discreet, judicious. Gussel, irascible, hot-tempered, choleric, petulant. Lachila, flexible, adaptable, pliant, supple. Kathor, rigid, stiff, strict, unyielding. Alochnatmak, critical, analytical, discerning, judgmental. Gair alochnatmak, uncritical, accepting, naive, gullible. Prabhavshali, influential, potent, powerful, dominant.
Aparivartaniya, unchanging, immutable, constant, steadfast.
Abhutpurv, unprecedented, unparalleled, novel, extraordinary. Avanchit, undesirable, unwanted, objectionable, unfavorable. Avishwasniya, unreliable, untrustworthy, erratic, fickle. Arajak, anarchic, chaotic, disorderly, lawless. Asayami, immoderate, intemperate, excessive, unrestrained. Sachet, conscious, aware, alert, mindful. Sust, lethargic, sluggish, apathetic, listless. Tejasvi, brilliant, dazzling, resplendent, luminous.
Mandbuddhi, dull-witted, slow, obtuse, unintelligent.
Shishtha, etiquette, decorum, propriety, courtesy. Asabhyata, rudeness, impertinence, impoliteness, boorishness. Mukharta, assertiveness, boldness, forcefulness, decisiveness. Itihas, history, chronicle, annals, past. Prachin, ancient, archaic, antiquated, primitive. Madhyakalin, medieval, Middle Ages, feudal, Gothic. Adhunik, modern, contemporary, recent, current. Samrajya, empire, realm, dominion, kingdom. Rajvansh dynasty, lineage, house, reign. Sabhyata civilization, culture, society, polity. Avdhi period, era, epoch, age. Kranti revolution, uprising, revolt, insurrection. Sangharsh conflict, struggle, strife, battle. Samjhauta treaty, agreement, pact, accord. Dastavez document, record, manuscript, archive. Puratatva archaeology, excavation, antiquity, dig. Shilpakriti artifact, relic, object, antiquity. Khandahar ruins, remains, debris, wreckage. Anveshan exploration, discovery, expedition, reconnaissance. Vijay conquest, victory, triumph, subjugation. Aupniveshikaran colonization, settlement, imperialism, expansion. Upnivesh colony, settlement, outpost, dependency. Shasan rule, governance, regime, administration. Ghatna event, incident, occurrence, happening. Pravas migration, exodus, relocation, movement. Ladai battle, combat, skirmish, engagement. Gherabandi siege, blockade, encirclement, assault. Sandhi treaty, accord, pact, covenant. Vanshaj descendant, heir, offspring, progeny. Purvaj ancestor, forefather, predecessor, forerunner. Kivdanti legend, myth, folktale, saga. Abhilekh record, document, register, chronicle. Purana old, ancient, historic, time-worn. Naya new, recent, novel, contemporary. Praman evidence, proof, testimony, verification. Srot source, origin, derivation, root. Samrajyavadi imperialist, colonialist, expansionist, dominant. Madhyasth mediator, arbitrator, intermediary, negotiator. Uttaradhikar succession, inheritance, line of descent, accession. Pratishodh retribution, vengeance, revenge, reprisal. Adhisuchna edict, decree, proclamation, order. Patan decline, fall, collapse, downfall. Uday rise, ascent, emergence, dawn. Sansthapak founder, originator, establisher, creator. Vidhayak legislator, lawmaker, senator, representative. Adhinayak dictator, tyrant, autocrat, despot. Arajakta anarchy, chaos, disorder, lawlessness. Janganna census, population count, survey, enumeration. Utkhanan excavation, dig, unearthing, archaeology. Shilalekh inscription, engraving, epigraph, carving. Mudra coin, currency, specie, token. Kalakriti artwork, creation, masterpiece, artifact. Pandulipi manuscript, scroll, codex, text. Mahadweep continent, landmass, mainland, territory. Seema border, frontier, boundary, demarcation. Vidroh rebellion, mutiny, insurrection, uprising. Daman suppression, repression, oppression, quelling. Pravasi migrant, immigrant, emigrant, settler. Janjati tribe, clan, ethnic group, kinship. Kul, clan, lineage, family, dynasty. Abhijat Varg, aristocracy, nobility, elite, gentry. Dasta, slavery, servitude, bondage, enslavement. Andhera Yug, dark ages, period of decline, obscurity, regression. Punarjagran, renaissance, revival, rebirth, resurgence. Prabodhan, enlightenment, illumination, awakening, insight. Audyogikaran, industrialization, mechanization, manufacturing, development. Vaishvikaran, globalization, internationalization, integration, worldwide connection. Rashtra, nation, country, state, homeland. Rajdhani, capital, metropolis, seat of government, chief city. Bandargah, port, harbor, seaport, haven. Vyapar, trade, commerce, business, exchange. Akraman, invasion, assault, onslaught, incursion. Raksha, defense, protection, safeguard, resistance. Shaheed, martyr, sacrifice, hero, victim. Puratanpanthi, conservative, traditionalist, orthodox, reactionary. Udarwadi, liberal, progressive, reformist, tolerant. Tanashahi, dictatorship, tyranny, autocracy, authoritarianism. Loktantra, democracy, republic, self-government, popular rule. Sangh, union, alliance, federation, league. Vighatan, disintegration, dissolution, breakup, fragmentation. Samjhauta, compromise, settlement, agreement, reconciliation. Vivad, dispute, controversy, argument, conflict. Doot, envoy, ambassador, messenger, delegate. Pratinidhi, representative, delegate, agent, spokesperson. Gulam, slave, serf, thrall, chattel. Vijayi, victorious, triumphant, winning, conquering. Parajit, defeated, vanquished, conquered, beaten. Virasat, heritage, legacy, inheritance, tradition. Smarak, monument, memorial, landmark, edifice. Qabr, tomb, grave, sepulchre, burial site. Astitva, existence, being, survival, continuance. Avishkar, invention, discovery, innovation, creation. Avishkarak, inventor, discoverer, innovator, creator. Khoj, discovery, exploration, unearthing, revelation. Punarutthan, resurrection, revival, rebirth, resurgence. Andvishwas, superstition, myth, folklore, irrational belief. Darshan, philosophy, ideology, doctrine, worldview. Samajshastra, sociology, social science, demography, cultural study. Puran, mythology, law, fable, legend. Mahakavya, epic, saga, narrative poem, heroic tale. Utpatti, origin, genesis, source, beginning. Uttaradhikari, successor, heir, descendant, next in line. Agradut, pioneer, forerunner, precursor, innovator. Manovigyan, psychology, mental science, mind study, behavioral science. Man, mind, psyche, intellect, consciousness. Bhavna, emotion, feeling, sentiment, affect. Soch, thought, cognition, ratiocination, mentation.